But joining us now live is Dr. Abrar Karan, an infectious disease doctor at Stanford University School of Medicine. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So can you start by what is hantavirus? I know it is pretty uncommon, but it sounds really dangerous.
Yeah, it's an extremely dangerous virus. We actually do have cases of this even in California, although it's a different species of the virus. There was a famous outbreak in Yosemite in 2012. It's spread by rodent feces and droppings and urine as well, and it can basically get aerosolized from the dust that people can breathe in, and that's how people got infected in tents in Yosemite. But basically any close contact with the feces or urine of the rodents can basically lead to transmission. That's what we think happened in this outbreak. Basically, somebody got infected on this bird watching expedition, and then they brought it onto the cruise ship.
I do remember that when that happened at Yosemite at Curry Village, because there was a lot of questions about what they had to do to disinfect the area to make it safe for people to go again, because can it even be prevented if it's in the air?
So it can be prevented, and the airborne aspect of the spillover, in the Yosemite case was different because they were basically sleeping in tents and breathing it in. In this case, it's hard to say how the people got infected. They could have touched something that had, feces or urine on it, and then could have touched their nose or their mouth or something like that. So it's not just that it transmits through the air, but that can happen if it's like very close quarters without good ventilation.
And I'm wondering then what that says about being on a cruise ship and how any virus, let alone hantavirus, is able to spread amongst all the people that are there and in these tight quarters.
Yeah, so, the cruise ship is what's really catching international attention because cruise ships are amplifiers of outbreaks. You have a bunch of people together in social settings, very close quarters. So cruise ships are notorious for outbreaks of infections. I will say it's a double-edged sword because if this person had gone back to New York City instead of this cruise ship, it would be way harder to contact trace and figure out all the exposures. The cruise ship actually made it so we figured out this outbreak was happening faster. The problem is that a number of people have left that cruise ship and gone to various countries and on flights. And so the fact we picked it up faster than we would have without the cruise ship, but it's very complicated now.
Yeah, I mean, how do you start doing like contact tracing for all these people that have been any and everywhere? Is there any treatment?
No, there's no specific treatment. So, I research Ebola and Marburg viruses similar to those. Hantavirus, it's mostly supportive care. So it causes a cardiopulmonary syndrome. You go into heart failure, shock, respiratory failure. Many people end up in the ICU, and then it's supportive care from there to see if your immune system can be regulated. People try things like monoclonal antibodies and antiviral medications, but nothing works that well. So high fatality rate. And the other concerning part is the incubation period. So it takes about 2 weeks before you start to show symptoms after your exposure. So this makes it quite tricky to trace.
And really quickly here with the last few seconds I have, for people watching this, like, what are their chances of getting hantavirus? Is this, I know I said it was uncommon, but it sounds like there's chances out there no matter where you are.
It's still going to be extremely low, right? The number of people, I think it was 20 or 25 people that have left the ship before they knew this outbreak happened. Those people have now traveled to various places. The chance of being near somebody that was on the ship and then contracted the virus and then shed and infected you, it's still extremely low. But I do think we're going to see a few more cases pop up here and there. I mean, there was already a case in Switzerland that was confirmed today. I think there will probably be a few more, but hopefully we get this under control.
Hopefully. I'm so glad you could join us, Dr. Karan, an infectious disease doctor at Stanford. Thank you for joining us.